Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and anything in between, to another MTGO Academy draft of Kaladesh. I'm Dennis from Windmill, and I think I'm going to start this one off by picking a Wheel Cruiser. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, Wheel Cruiser is, of course, colorless, which means it can go in pretty much any deck, although obviously you want it in an aggressive deck, or an aggressively skewed deck, I would say. But secondly, nothing here really jumps out at me. Our uncommons are all pretty bad. Now, Restoration Gearsmith is quite strong, but it's a gold card, which is about as far away from an artifact as you can get in terms of flexibility. And then our commons, I mean, Impeccable Timing's fine, Trade Winds is fine, but really this is one of the weakest Kaladesh packs I've ever seen. So the Wheel Cruiser, to me, looks like a little bit of a saving grace there. Following that up, Rare is missing here. I like Elegant Edge Crafters quite a bit. I like Imperial Voyager, but of course it's a gold card, so I'm not too excited about that. Chandra's Pyro Helix is not bad at all and does fit with the aggressive thoughts of having the Wheel Cruiser in our deck. That might be the kind of thing I want to take. The other red cards also fit. The most rawly powerful card is probably... there's quite a few good green cards. This is quite good, this is quite good, and this is quite good as well. So I'd be happy with any of those. And if I just take the best card in the pack, I think it's probably Elegant Edge Crafters. I think I might just take that over the Pyro Helix. I mean... ooh, Essence Extraction is very good. I'm happy to pick that up. It's a very strong card. I imagine there's probably a Renegade Trader missing from this pack because the Rare's missing, a Common's missing, and someone didn't take this. Yeah, I think I'm probably better off just taking the rawly strongest cards. No matter what deck we build, almost all of them are happy-ish to at least have a Wheel Cruiser. So I'm pretty happy to pick up an Essence Extraction there and see where that takes me. It probably takes me towards this Tidy Conclusion. Prophetic Prism's quite strong, and you know, Ibex isn't bad and all that stuff, but removal is removal, and I'm pretty happy to take it there. Continuing on the removal train, I could take a Pyro Helix, or indeed a Furious Reprisal. I'd probably take a Pyro Helix, considering I already have the Tidy Conclusion for bigger stuff. Maybe we build a Black-Red Artifacts deck. Maybe we don't end up playing the Edge Crafters. Because Green-Black is not a color pair that I found myself overly excited about over the course of the format. Whereas Black-Red is one that I actually haven't had as much of a chance to play with as I might have liked, if I'm honest. Could just take the Construct. If we do end up drafting Artifacts Matter Things, it's a good one to have. It's also our first creature, which is pretty important, so I think I will be taking that. In that same vein, I probably actually just want Build to Smash. I don't want a PFL or any of these other cards, so I think I just want to Build to Smash, with the hope that I can pick up more creatures later on. Yeah, the Cruiser does act as kind of a creature as well, honestly. It's not quite as bleak as it looks. I think I want the rats here, and I'm pretty okay with those. They're pretty good in an attacking deck. Not excited about any of these, but if I had to pick, I'd probably be the Stomper. How would you... ooh, hello. I was excited about this, but maybe this is just the way to go. I think I might just need creatures. Ordinarily, I'd think, man, I can get as many Reckless Fireweavers as I want. Because it's generally kind of true, but it looks like, A, I do need creatures pretty desperately, and B, it looks like these are going pretty late nowadays, which is about to be expected. It's a little bit of an underwhelming card. But at the end of the day, it is still 2 mana to deal 2 damage to target creature or player, which is never going to be unplayable, I don't think. So then the competition I'm not interested in, unfortunately. Don't think I'm going to end up having the deck for it. Speedway, oh, Iron League Steed's quite good. Pretty good with this as well. Hasty, aggressive artifact creature. I wouldn't have minded Speedway Fanatic, but I think Iron League Steed is more the kind of thing I'm interested in. It's also better with Tidy Conclusion, I suppose. Hello. Well, Harness Lightning's probably worth a little bit, actually. Oh, we're not going to end up having that much energy, so I think Harness Lightning is the way to go here. But yeah, imagine foil Harness Lightning is probably worth something online. It's definitely worth something on paper anyway. I'm going to do a quick value check on my phone here, so you guys don't have to look at that. Harnessed Lightning, foil and Kaladesh. It's a ticket online. It's $5 in paper, but it's just one ticket online. Oof, well, tape roller makes me sad, but I'm pretty happy about. Well, I'm happy about Thriving Grubs and Rush of Vitality, but I'm very happy about Fenris Creature. That's exactly the kind of card I want in this deck. So is Salivating Gremlins, actually. I wouldn't mind this or this, but Gremlins fits into our curve really well and is good with a lot of the cards we already have. Pretty strong removal suite here as well. If we can back that up with some solid pressure, we've got a pretty good deck on our hands. Incendiary Sabotage, I'm not too excited about, but Subtle Strike is a pretty good one. Wouldn't have minded the Ambitious Aether one, but Subtle Strike's much better if you ask me. Now at this point, we need more creatures again, so I think probably the rest of the cards we pick for the draft are gonna need to be creatures. We may end up cutting, this perhaps, or this maybe. But it pretty much needs to be creatures or another vehicle or two, maybe, from here on out. Do I just want another Iron League Steed, or do I want another Salivating Gremlins? I think I might take the Iron League Steed. It's good with 3 cards I already have, and while the 3 drops are more important than the 4 drops, it's quite good with Fireweaver, it's good with the Gremlins itself, it's good with the Screecher, it's good with, the Build-A-Smash, it's good with the Tidy Conclusion, so I think, because I'm unlikely to get many more of them, I think I might just take it here, and take a Lawless Broker here, I'd be pretty happy about it. Again, Build-A-Smash will be fine, but Lawless Broker is a card I'm interested in at the moment. This deck's coming together rather well so far, I think. Pretty happy with how it's going. Now, this is the pack we opened, I believe. 15 minus 7. No, it's not. I guess it could be a world where I side in this. This pack we opened, and we get him our well fast monitor. I was about to be excited about spontaneous artists, but well fast monitor is actually ideal. Now, I could look at it as good as Sky Skiff. You could repeatedly crew our Fleetwood Cruiser with it, I guess. Ooh, Hijack's a card I actually kind of like, and I quite like threaten effects in aggressive decks like this. I just want as many of these and these as we can get, I think. Hello! Thank you very much for the Smuggler's Copter. Magic Online, that is much appreciated. And a happy addition to the deck. Get in there, buddy. Great in every construction deck at the moment, but also great in pretty much every draft deck, so I'm happy to see that there. It's probably a little bit less valuable Magic Online than it used to be, just because there's so much Kaladesh being opened, but it's probably not worth nothing, I wouldn't think. Smuggler's Copter. 5 tickets, it's still $13 on paper, that's no joke. Embrawl Bruiser seems perfect here. I think I'm very happy with that. That's the perfect card for this deck, I think. We have built the black-red artifact aggro. Do we want an animation module for it, or do we want another Salving Gremlins? +1/+1 counters. So that's this, and that's kind of it. Or I guess these as well. Still think I want the Gremlins here. They're so good with all their artifacts. I think I actually would just want another Salving Gremlins to attack as a 4/3 a lot of the time. 4/3 trample that we can clear the way for. Yeah. Gremlins it is, I think. Here, I might play one of the puzzle knots, I'm not sure. That's not insane to me, but this pack is certainly not great for us. That Copter gave us a good little injection of power, though. If we land this on turn 2, we are flying away with the game, if I'm perfectly honest. Ooh, hello. But no, Foundry's Creature. Creature counts too low to take the second Subtle Strike, so Foundry's Creature it is. Again, though, pretty happy with it with all the artifacts that we have. A 3-mana 3/1 flyer. It's pretty hard. I would quite like another one of these, actually, but having more creatures is also important. Although the 2 artifacts we have sort of count. I think I want the Wildfast Monitor here. The Menace is actually... Oh, I definitely want this as well. The Menace on this is surprisingly relevant in the late game, I found. I could play Renegade Tactics. I don't love it. I'd rather... Now, do I want another Pyro Helix or just want to make Obsolete? Make Obsolete is pretty brutal. It's a pretty brutal card to have against some board states and some decks. I suppose I'd rather have one of each. You can do good stuff with them in combination as well. So you have 14 creatures and 2 vehicles, that's fine. Plus these guys make extra creatures that can crew Copter and the like. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, to be honest. the dregs of the pack. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's not overly synergistic, but it's got some pretty powerful punches in it, and I think we can definitely clobber some opponents with it. Let's see if that works out. What do our lands look like? 10 and 7 with a double black. You'll never need a single red, but we do need one. I think 9 and 8 is probably fine. Generally speaking, we need a single swamp, single mountain for most of the game. Our double blacks are not cards we're casting early in a lot of the time anyway, so I think I'm happy with that. Yep, let's see how we do. Round 1, with a pretty solid hand, I would think. I would like a 2-drop, of course, but as far as hands go, we've got both our colors, we've got some removal spells. I don't mind this at all. Are my shortcuts gone? No, they're not. There we go. They just weren't working for a second. Which happens. That's alright. Ooh, much better. Very happy with that. If we hit a land, we get a pretty explosive turn 4. With the Iron Link Steed. Even if it is into a Fumigate. Surely they don't just pass again. I'd be very suspicious at that point. Okay, it's alright. That turns this off. That's rather annoying. Can still block with it though, so it's not that bad. I'm just going to make this a 3-3, because I gain back the damage by having a 3-3, because since the Salamangreat was going to attack, so. Ping. Now attack for 4. How does this work with Pyro Helix? A single target. This has multiple targets. How does that work? In any case, this is going to be a make obsolete to push this through here, I would imagine. Unless, of course, our opponent doesn't bite, which they did. Boom. Ah! It's annoying that the make obsolete's out of the way. Although I think I can Pyro Helix this. I wonder, let me see. Let me see if this works. Because I'm not sure. I'm going to pause this and look this up. Having consulted my judge friend, I believe that that doesn't work in my favor. As such, I will probably be... I will be casting Ear Construct, and then I'll be casting Pyro Helix on this and one other thing. Which should be fine, I believe, then. Doesn't do anything with this in the battlefield. Now, I believe this works. And does not trigger Capture the Consulate. Success! Everything checks out. Opponent might be confused about what happened there. If they are, they're not being vocal about it. They kept their card on top, so I wonder what it is. We have some evasive guys that should hopefully let us get the last 9 in. What happened there? Oh, he fragmentized. That flew through my turn there. That was really odd. Ah. 2 of you. Alright. That's going to be annoying for lifelink purposes, but I can always tidy conclusion if I hit the land. I did not hit the land. My opponent does get to jump the multiple wonder and gain 5 if they like. I was redundant. Giving a flying was totally redundant there. Oh, I suppose this can block it. It wasn't that redundant. My mistake. I forgot this thing can block. Made fun of my opponent for no reason there. Can hit my opponent for 6, and then built to last would be pretty annoying if they had it here, honestly. But if they don't, we're in great shape. Boom. I'm an idiot. Well, it's actually not that bad. It actually wasn't that bad at all. Totally an idiot for that, but that actually wasn't that bad at all. We still win. Oof, big misplay on my part, though, huh? With that in mind, certainly don't want to demolish or hijack, but we need to keep an eye out for that capture by the consulate. That's a fine hand. Again, would love the 2-drop. Maybe a copter, perchance. That'd be pretty nice. Bruiser wouldn't be bad either. Construct, I was just about to say Construct wouldn't be bad either. And lo and behold, it turns up to work. Now, of course, it's always a little sad to cast your Construct before your Salpin and Gremlins, but having the 2-drop down is important enough for me that I will play it. And now it means that we know we can ship any lands to the bottom of our deck pretty comfortably. Like so. Oof, I don't want that either. Yeah, I just don't want to draw the Thriving Rats. Now it's having it on anything other than turn 2 is just kind of bad. But we do get to go Gremlins next turn and then attack with a 4/3. We'll play this and then give this menace and I'll play the other one and blah 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 blah. So on and so forth. Oh, you're good too. Boom. Interesting trade from our opponent. Essence Extraction is a bit tough against Multiform Wonder, although I suppose I can't hit it with it on the stack. I'm gonna do it. I get in for 4 I get in for 2 damage and we still trade. Seems fine by me. Plus opponent can play around built to smash. Nope. Just taking the hit. That's fine. We take 2 and we trade 3 drops. Seems good for me. Would love a land next turn, harness out something and play another one of these. Probably this actually. I'll probably play another one of these because it means I can get in for damage for the foreseeable future. Oh, maybe not against this. Land. Nice. So these are getting through for a while, probably. You know, next turn we get to play. You get to give them both Menace and play Lawless Broker, and after that we get to give them both Menace and cast Essence Extraction. That could add up to some damage pretty fast. Oh, you're playing a 3-drop? That's a pretty fancy play if you play a 3-drop. Very nice. You want my god back. Thanks. Ooh, very good. This means I'm willing to trade one of these for this, which is not ideal, but it's okay. The other one gets in. Puts our opponent down to 1 creature. Plus Subtle Strike's really good here. Tidy Conclusion as well. Whirler Maker, that's not going to get you anywhere fast. Oh, what? Alright. Pardon me, that was me receiving a YouTube comment notification on my phone and my phone automatically opening it, which is not ideal. I could have put it on the floor, but my opponent's going to make a Thopter here, and we'll make a Thopter next turn, presumably, which means he could have just double blocked the Thopter with it. The Fench creature with the Thopter, whereas now he still has to put the Harrier in front of it. Well, that's really good. I'll hold on to that, actually. No real reason to use it now. Because it's so good with Soul Strike and I have enough mana to cast both. There's no real reason to cast it now. I am concerned about that. Yeah. Oof. Oof. That stings. That is no bueno. This is going to be a 3-3. With the hope that I can draw Soul Strike and build a smash to get it through. Copter isn't even good here anymore. It's a 3-4. That 3-4 flyer really puts a down on my plans. Go ahead. The Worldmaker also gives an opponent a good degree of inevitability. I'm only now realizing that opponent is just mono white, which is odd to say the least. Can't say it's winning this game, although Make Obsolete goes a long way. Swamp, however, not so much. I'm not entirely sure where opponent has to start attacking us with some factors. Oh, very good. Oh. Oh, what? That was extraordinarily brutal. Who knew both the cards in our opponent's hand were aces? Womp. Womp. Yeah, that's going to be all she wrote for me, I think. If we try to make Obsolete, we're in with a shot. Yeah, those cards are too little too late, I'm afraid. With that in mind, I don't know what to change, honestly. I think I'm good, I suppose. Just need to watch out. I would love to play first. That's important for ending, actually. That hasn't been happening. This is a fine hand, but it's not one that's too well poised to take advantage of the possible tempo that we could have, but it's got a 2-drop and some good 3-drop, so I can't be that sad about it. Much stronger. Now, it doesn't have Menace for the moment, but opponent doesn't have an awful lot of 2-drops. Hopefully he doesn't have one now. He doesn't. Amazing. Gremlins it is. Pressure point. Nope. Crunch. Alright. Now, obviously, I'm hoping for Iron League Steed here. Oh, that's not bad either. Get a pretty big hit in with it here with the Built to Smash. I think I'll actually just do things this way. Pardon me. Yep. Get in for 5 here if he blocks and we get to keep our gremlins, which is pretty nice. Boom. That 2/4 is pretty annoying. It's a little bit of a brick wall. Like the 1/1s. Yes, perfect. I love it. Oh, I love it too. Get in for 5 again, which is nice. Why is this being so annoying? Well, let me undo. There we go. Yuck. Thank you. Grow you. I think we have our opponent here. They're on 3. They would need something pretty special. Nice! Let's see if we can continue that streak into round 2. Round 2. I think a hand. Oh, this is a great hand. I'll keep this. I think the Conqueror's coming down on turn 2, so that I can start hitting with it on turn 3. Unfortunately, I can't do that with the Bruiser, but I can do it with this or with this. On the draw, we get a good shot at hitting the Gremlins land. I put a mulligan as well, which is great. Very nice. So we're going to go Copter turn 2. Just want to get it down nice and early, and then probably Gremlins on turn 3. And then maybe Construct and Pyrohelix the following turn. Bomb. That is just such a nightmare for your opponent in Limited, I think. Boy, boy. Oof, no play. That's rough. Okay. Oh. Yep. Probably this. Probably too late for this. Yeah. I can Concert next turn, which triggers this. I can use the Construct to trigger this, and then still have Pyrohelix up, which is real nice. And Built to Smash, actually. You know, our pawn's taking 7 here. And there's nothing we can do about it, really. I can't play that this turn. I don't think I need. I don't think I want it. I suppose there's worlds where it could have been better than the Built to Smash, or sorry, than the Foundry Screecher. But I can still cast Screecher plus Built to Smash next turn, which I'm pretty happy about. Ooh. Now, this is no good here, but I can still Pyro Helix, so that's kind of nice. Which clears the way pretty well. Glad I have that up then. Land is good. Opponent's very nearly dead. Well, that's a good one. I think I actually discard it. Reason being, if I hit a land next turn, I can cast Conclusion and Build to Smash, and I don't see a way for our opponent to survive through that. I mean, I don't see a way for our opponent to survive as is, really. That was a pretty effective stomping from us. Our opponent only cast 2 spells. So I'm just going to run it back, I think. See how that does. This is a little bit of a tougher sell, but we are on the draw. We do have the Harness Lightning, and any land lets us play a pretty solid creature, so I think I'm okay. Plus, this is a great thing to hit with the Solar Strike because you can get Menace. So. And I don't think there's a better draw in the deck than that, especially if that's followed immediately by Swamp. Oh, perfection. Absolute perfection. Now, I wouldn't mind zapping that with a Harness Lightning. That does also leave me with 2 energy that I can put into the Rats, which is nice, but I can also actually just make obsolete that, which is probably what I will end up doing. Ah, choo-choo indeed. You have to go, I think. Our opponent plays a creature here, he crews the Freighter, he attacks with the Freighter, we kill the Freighter with the trigger on the stack with the Harness Lightning, and then we have enough. This won't have Menace anymore, we can just trade for it with this. Now I can eat this pretty well with Make Obsolete, but I don't want to be taking 3 too often from it, so trading it for the Fireweaver also seems fine, to be honest. It's also quite true if our opponent decides to try crew with that. Which is what's happening, and that's fine. Just going to attempt to do this here and pray it works. Any combat trick is death. Yes! Amazing. That is awesome. I followed up with a multitude of X ones. Oh. It's much less good. I can still tidy Conclusion at some point and get a lot of value out of it. I can currently just trade for it, actually. Well, now I can't. Not ideal, but alright. Oof, that stings. Kind of needed a swamp there, to be honest. Swamp lets me do this, but it also lets me do these, which would have been great. Oh, really? Really? We're just dead now, basically. Run it back, I guess. Our opponent just kind of ran us over that time. We had two pretty one-sided games back-to-back there in opposite directions, which is interesting and happens sometimes. Love to play first. Keep. Oh, the servo can crew this. Copters can be great. But I think, generally speaking, any game where we land turn 2 copter, particularly on the play, I think we are pretty heavily favored. And I can't see that not being the case. Real nice. Get out of here. This is pretty brutal. I don't know how our opponent comes back from that. Especially with these two in our hand. Oh, it is not like that, friend. One, two, three, four, five, six. Almost dead right off. Just straight away almost dead, but pretty darn close if I do this anyway. Go to 1. Have to imagine I've got you. Yes. Again, another stomping victory. Let's hope for another one of those in round 3. Looking at another one of the Smuggler's Copter games here in round 3. On the draw, so it's not quite as potent, but I'm still very happy with the hand, obviously. Following up this, but this is always nice. That's not a bad one either. Go ahead. Copter turn 2, probably Gremlins maybe turn 3. And then we can monitor the turn after and get a big hit in with everything. Oof, more gremlins. This makes me want to get greedy and just play gremlins, but we'll see how it goes. I think the thriving rats are going to be one of the first things to go with the copter. I don't have very many of those in my deck. Actually, I have quite a few. What am I talking about? I don't even know why I said that. The Mad Gremlins is a great matchup against that, though. Gonna do that to give this a better shot against the Herald, and if we draw a build to smash off the trigger, we can blow our opponent out as well. I thought about playing this and trying to draw a subtle strike off the trigger, but this seems better. Very nice. I hope this stays in play, but I can't imagine that it will. No. That's right, we can always play the other one next turn. Oh, very nice. I think I'd slow out the gremlins just because of how potent this is. Oh, I should have let the swamp untapped. That was really stupid. That's not a tidy conclusion coming here. Not much to be done about that, though. Okay. I would like to keep that, so I think I'll be losing this. Don't mind trading these either. And there could be a subtle strike in my future, but that's alright. Alright. I'm gonna get an extra body on the table here, I think. I'm a bit concerned about Fumigate. But even then, we still have the Copter. It's not even that bad. Alright. Crazy big attack incoming. I don't know, I played the land there, I guess I drew Subtle Strike, I think, but it was just stupid, in fact. Got my opponent pretty dead on a couple levels here. He has to kill this instead of this to survive, I believe. The lap playing the lamb was just flat out stupid there, actually. There's no reason to do that. Oh, tidy conclusion? Oh, concession. Alright. Let's see if we can't replicate that. I don't think we're changing anything, so run it back. On the draw, this is okay, but I can probably do better, I think. Yep, much better. Oof, look at this constructed hand I have here from my black-red Vampire discard deck. Black-red Madness, which is actually a deck that I really, really enjoy playing. I played at F&M a couple weeks ago. I borrowed it off a friend. Now, obviously, that deck doesn't actually run Harness Lightnings. It tends to run Fire Towers instead. But it's super sweet and it's a really fun build, and I quite like it a lot. Copter again lets us filter away all the lands, which is really nice. Spiral Infiltrator as well, of course, an excellent crewer. Excellent crew member, I should say. Might make more sense to play this, but we'll see what we draw. The reason being that I could attack with this next with Menace and play this in crew, but we'll see how it pans out. Any 2-drop means you can play this and the 2-drop in the same turn. Any 4-drop means you can still play that, so it might not end up being a big deal. And we could have good attacks with the Infiltrator next turn, you never know. Ping ya. Probably ditching a swamp here. You actually probably ditching a mountain. You're not double res, but you do some double black, so. We're first on the board with a healthy damage lead there. Ooh, a Gaunty, that's kind of scary. I wish I could see what they took. Gaunty's so frustrating. This is an easy attack. You gotta attack it. There's no way you're doing it. You're not blocking. I guess you might think that holds back the Spiral Infiltrator. I can tell you that it doesn't. Yeah, there you go. Would love a 2-drop here. Couldn't get there. That's alright. Yeah, see, now I wish I played this last turn. I think I'm willing to trade, though. Go ahead. I'm suspicious. So I believe this is the way this goes. I'm going to kill the Gonti. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was unfortunate. That went pretty south pretty fast. It was my own one as well, my own essence extraction, which stings extra hard. Oh, repay the Gonti! No! No! So cruel! How could you? I get to at least kill this and then get in with a well-fast mana out something. But no! The Gonti! Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't see us winning this one too easily, but it's not impossible. Gas. Nice. Quite nice. Coming at you. Okay. Okay. You take 2 there. Our board's trade, and I'm left with a 3/2 menace. It's pretty good for me. Generally speaking. Interesting. Not bad. You sending my own tidy conclusion at me? Is that what's about to happen? Perhaps my own Chandra's Power Helix? I ought to use that actually. Looks like it's my own tidy conclusion. Yeah. Oh, it was just their tidy conclusion. Oh dear. Well, at least we have the energy for the rats now. That's pretty good. Can take them up to a 3/4. I could easily play something that blocks 2/3 here, which would be problematic. Like a 3/3 that gets back a Gonti. That sucks. Ouch. Yeah, now opponents on pretty low life total, so we might be able to we might be able to push through them past all the Gonti card advantage, you know. Not a bad draw. Need some help here. Embal Bruiser is not the kind of help that I had in mind. So our opponent is on very low life, which is worth noting. I'm a little bit afraid of a subtle strike here, but even if that happens, at least we still get to the trigger off the Lawless Broker, which is nice. Coming at you. This doesn't even have menace now, which is much less good. Alright. Well, opponent's suspicious. Remember, our opponent does have 2 of our cards here as well. Now, there could be lands. They could have hit lands, which means they just can't do anything with them. Wow, taking a 3. That is very aggressive. My oh my. Something must be up here. Is there an impeccable timing coming my way? Nope, just go to 2. Alright. You could be leaving yourself pretty dead there, buddy. Especially if my guy gets menace. Especially if it's to an Iron League steed that has haste. Well, that's an extra blocker. Assuming nothing in our opponent's hand, that could be an acrobatic maneuver in this. But assuming nothing in our opponent's hand, Iron League steed would be a win here. Fireweaver is not. Fireweaver is very scary though. Oh, Fireweaver is very scary on 2. My oh my. Well, a lot of artifacts are in the bin. That's true. We still have 2 Iron League steeds though, which are both instant kills now. There's a tidy conclusion there on our bruiser. Yeah, I would have hit this honestly. It was our tidy conclusion, was it? Oh, it was a make obsolete. My mistake. It wasn't tidy conclusion. It was our make obsolete. Gotcha. Alex, this is our avenue to victory now. We need to get a little lucky on the draw. This is a big stop sign, though. Very nice. Very, very nice. That helps. That helps buy us time to draw artifacts to the Reckless Fireweaver is what that does. Is this game 2? Doesn't say. I believe it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, we crashed, we wrecked our opponent with the Smuggler's Copter last time, right? Yeah. So this is for all the marbles, so to speak. Yeah, any number of Iron League seats could be on the bottom of our library, mind you, which is not ideal. I'm going to take this 3 and reserve judgment on what to tie to conclusion because it could easily be something scarier coming in. Oh, hello. Oh, very nice. Doesn't get much better than that. Does not get much better than that, my friend. Beautiful. Nice. Well, doesn't do much, but nice for now. Trample actually pretty relevant there. Because then the artifact puts up onto 1 and makes us a 4/3 trample, which means you got to put 4 toughness in front of it. Which at this point means putting like this which at this point means putting 2 creatures in front of it, which frees up the rest of the board for our other stuff. Again, Iron League Steed is a lethal hit with this. I'm trying to think what other artifacts I have. Eager Construct would not go amiss because it's an artifact that digs me to more artifacts. Uh-oh. Ah! Wait, that's my Iron League Steed. I needed that. Did I take 3 of my cards? How do you do that? Oh yeah, Aver Mechanic and then Gearsmith. Yeah, he's cast 3 gone to his mistakes. So that's them all gone then. Oh, that's a disaster. That's gotta go. That's a huge problem. Good start. We gotta come in with pretty much everything except this now, I think. Like, many of them are bad attacks, but our opponent's forced to make a lot of blocks, so... Hopefully one of those involves this dying. Although it doesn't. Our opponent goes to 3 off. He puts this in this, it goes to 3, and then he can just do whatever he wants here. He can go bam, bam. Take 2, go back to 1, and then trade this for that or something. Now we've... If that's the case, we've torn apart our opponent's board pretty well, but they keep the aerial responder, which will be the death of us. Unless we draw our Foundry Screecher. Tight game, but aerial responder is a great way to dig yourself out of a hole being at 1 life, let me tell you. Okay. No life gain. This kills you. You need to put the arrow responder for something or you die. There you go. Let's put you on 1. Oh my. Yep. Well, actually, we'd like to kill the Gonti. Ah, didn't get to do that. Doesn't matter too much. I believe our opponent's got us now with that aerial responder. Oh god, that doesn't help either. Now, Iron League Steed goes a long way again, but this thing's really annoying. Ah! I tend to just call it. I guess I could still draw the Foundry Screecher, so that shuts that down a little bit. Although it does mean I have no artifacts in play now. Damn it! Yeah, no, I'm going to call it, I think. We might have been able to stabilize our opponent, but we're on such a big life total that I think we've just run out of cards at that point. Okay, let's get a solid stomp in round 3 of the finals. Godlands make this so good, I think I'll keep it. I'm nervous about it, but turn 3 Screecher, turn 4 Cruiser hits pretty hard. Turn 3 Screecher, turn 4 Monitor if we don't hit lands is also fine, honestly. Land. Nice, nice. Couldn't have been better. I guess Pyro Helix or you know, Reckless Firewave rating to land would have been better, but Swamp is about as good as draws get on that one there. What's the 2-drop, buddy? Very good. Great thing about this is that Thriving Rats has to tactically profitable, and then we can play our Fleetwheel Cruiser without much concern. Now, of course, you know, a Glintstave Artisan or a Herald of the Fair or something still blocks the Cruiser, but it's a Herald of the Fair. Herald of the Fair opponent's taking 6. When Essence Extraction is used, that's pretty well equipped to win a race, I think. Yep, no blocks. Alright, big hit time. Hopefully. We'll see. Impeccable timing does a lot to take the wind out of these sails by hitting this and shaking this dead with 2-1, but can't really play around that, I don't think. Boom, take 8, maybe. Oof, very nice. That's ideal. Gonna bait our opponent out here with our Essence Extraction in hand. Ready to go. Travel means our opponent still takes 5, which is great. Land's an ideal draw here, actually. That's his Castle Belfast Monitor, and which we can crew the Cruiser with, and then we can attack with the Bruiser with Menace, which is ideal. And still have Make Obsolete. Subtle Strike and Pyro Helix do similar jobs as well, and that they're spells we can cast in addition to the Monitor. And I would like to get the Monitor down with our opponent such a low life total because its Menace could be very relevant. We have certainly got our opponent on the ropes here. Yes! Get there with the 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. I have been Dennis. Please come back here every Wednesday-ish. I've been a little sketchy with my posting schedule lately, but generally speaking, every Wednesday for more drafts and hopefully more sweet, sweet victories like that one. Please do check out Windmill / MTG on YouTube and on Twitter and all the like, and I will see you all next time.